Hey guys, it's Dana. Welcome back to Decorate with Dana, and welcome finally to my kitchen kind of mini makeover refresh for spring, and then also spring decorate with me. I'm so excited to share this. We did just a few things, but it's amazing how just a few things can really kind of change and refresh the space a little bit. I had a new piece of furniture. I changed out some shelves. I stained some shelves, new bar stools, new rugs. So it's just, you know, like I said, a little refresh, but it really just kind of transformed the space, and I love the way that it feels. And so now I'm just also ready to add in some very simple spring decor. I've just really minimized what I have. I'm not a minimalist at all. I love decorating and I love decor, but I just don't, the more stuff I put out, the more I have to clean around, and it just gives me this anxious feeling. So the kitchen, especially the countertops, I love to be very simple, and I really want most of the items to put there that I put there to serve a purpose. I mean, some things are just decor, but for the most part, I like most of it to just serve a purpose. It is a functioning kitchen, and we use it every day, and we're in it probably 90% of our hours that we're awake. Somebody's always in the kitchen, so I have to keep it functional yet pretty and yet minimal on the countertops. So without further ado, I'm gonna give you a glance at the changes that I made, and then we will go ahead and get decorating. And again, I apologize for not a ton of videos. Just been dealing with some health issues and just not feeling that great. So hopefully this video gets pushed out to you. I appreciate it if you're still around, that you are watching today. Share it with your friends. I'm hoping this video gets pushed out by YouTube, but because of my lack of posting, my videos are not doing that great right now. So I'm hoping this video isn't a flop, and I hope that it gets pushed out to you, because kitchen decorating are some of my absolute favorite videos to do, and hopefully you guys like them too. And so without further ado, I'm going to show you what I've done, and then we will get decorating. Before we get started, I did want to share with you these beautiful smart blinds that were gifted to me from SmartWings. They are absolutely stunning, and they have transformed the look of my entire family room. I have big grand windows in the family room, and I don't like to cover them with curtains, but these woven blinds that I chose are such a beautiful way to accent the windows like a curtain would, yet still leaving them wide open so they can be seen, and you can open them all the way and the light filters through. It dresses up the windows so much, and the installation was literally 5 to 10 minutes to install. So easy. You just measure where you want the brackets to go, and then everything is controlled with a remote, and you can open and close them however you want. Okay, so don't mind the mess in here, but here's a little comparison of what the old blinds look like with these new blinds. Oh my gosh, they are absolutely stunning. So these just look like curtains. It was such a beautiful way to dress up the windows without covering these beautiful windows with curtains. So these blinds were moved all the way up instead of leaving that little window open at the top. I love the way that this looks so much better. It makes it look like a much more large, grand window. We did not put these blinds up. These were here when we moved in, but I love the way that these look. The blinds that we chose were the SmartWings motorized woven wood shades, 70% blackout privacy. So we do still get some light that filters through, so I absolutely love that. They're just as beautiful opened or closed. I'm going to put a link down in the description box to the exact blinds that I have, but be sure to check out SmartWings. You can get roller shades, blinds, anything that you like. So thank you again to SmartWings for sending me these absolutely gorgeous blinds. Okay, so here is a little peek at the kitchen. Don't mind all this, that is the decor I'm going to be using. But here are a couple things that we changed. So it started out that I wanted to, these were very light shelves, so I wanted to stain them and make them just a little bit darker. I may even go a tiny bit darker than that, I'm not sure. And then I'm also going to, I think, stain this plate rack. However, I kind of like the contrast with adding the darker cutting boards in there, but I'm not sure, so I didn't do anything with that. Like I said, I may go darker, a little bit darker with these, but that's, I don't know, we will see. And I just, you know, wanted to stay a little lighter first. It's easier to go, like, to get darker than to take it away and make it lighter again, if that makes sense. So we stained those. I have fresh flowers over there I'm going to add into the kitchen. We did add new rugs. These are ruggable rugs. This is the Runner. I think it's a 2.5 or 3 by 7, I think. I will have it linked down below. These are so amazing. These were not sent to me. I purchased these with my own money, but I think it's beautiful and I love the colors. And then to go with it, we also added in the round rug underneath the table, same style and everything. Again, a ruggable rug. So these are beautiful. So I will definitely have those linked down below. This is the 8-foot round rug. We also added in new wood bar stools. I just wanted to kind of tie in more of the wood. I had like whitewashed bar stools and they were really pretty, but it just wasn't the look I was going for. I wanted a little bit more of the warm wood tones over here, so I added those over there. So if you saw my coffee bar video, I switched out all of these shelves that above the coffee bar and then one other spot for the darker color, just to tie in more of that wood. It was the lighter color, like the natural color, but it kind of was a little bit fake looking, so I really like the darker wood. I don't know, I think it just ties in the table and everything else. And the shelves that I stained a little darker, they're of course not as dark as these, but again, I might go a little darker with those shelves that I stained, but I do like the dark wood shelves here. These shelves are from Lowe's. So over here we did the same thing and I added the 2 darker shelves, and then I added a new piece of furniture, and this is a little display cabinet that I found at home, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I cannot wait to decorate all of this spot as well. So I think that was pretty much what we did as far as like doing a little refresh. I am going to be this spring, my husband and I are going to be adding some molding to the island to take it from builder grade to a little bit more custom. And, you know, a couple more things, may do some things with the countertops. The appliances are becoming where they're going to need to be replaced also. So there are definitely things to come, but it's just done in phases when the budget allows. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get decorating. So I love adding fresh flowers to the kitchen, especially in the spring and summer. I have to be very particular about what I bring in because I have 2 cats and one is absolutely obsessed with every plant or flower that comes in here. So I want to make sure that they are non-toxic, and I was super happy to find out that snapdragons are completely safe for cats. So I just put these in a jar, and just a fun fact that I read is if you put a penny dated before, I think it was 1982, it's supposed to keep your flowers fresher for longer, and so far I've had them for a week and they look like they're brand new. So I also picked up these really pretty Bistro canisters from At Home. I love the shape of them, and I'm just putting in my flour, sugar, and oats, and then adding these beautiful gold scoops that I did share in a recent Amazon haul. And I just love the simplicity and look of this, and yet they are functional as well. So over here by the stove, this crock came from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just adding my wooden spoons and whisk in here, and then these beautiful gold salt and pepper grinders I found on Etsy. I will have them linked down below. And then I just have my olive oil canister or pourer, or whatever you want to call it, from World Market and just wanted to add that there. I played around with this a lot. I added the cutting board to kind of cover up the outlet. It has changed a little bit. I did add a riser underneath the gold salt and pepper shakers since this video, and it really turned out beautiful. So to the stove, I'm just adding a simple candle, a spoon rest, and a towel. I like to just keep it super simple. Like I said, it is a functioning kitchen. So over here in this corner, I love adding lamps to the countertop. I think it just adds such pretty ambient lighting. It's functional, it lights up the area, but yet it's just subtle. So I play with a couple different pictures and lamps here, and ultimately I decide to go with the smaller lamp. The other one was just a little bit too big for under the countertop. It doesn't really look like it from this angle, but it was just a little bit too tall. So I went with the smaller lamp and a different picture that was a downloadable print from Etsy, and then just added this vase from Target with some simple floral stems that also came from Target. So one of my favorite areas in the kitchen to decorate are these floating shelves. I have these really pretty amber goblets that I found from World Market, and then this is a colander set that is from Target, and so are these little kind of appetizer bowls. This really pretty print is also from Target, and then I'm taking my antique pie dish, and that is an antique, and then the scalloped plates and bowls are from World Market. And then I'm just adding these glasses in here. All of these items I use on a regular basis, and yet they look really pretty also. So under here, I do have a little hook rack that we recently added in, but to the bottom here, just keeping it functional and taking this antique bowl and putting fresh lemons and limes in there with just a few other decor pieces. And then on the hooks themselves, taking a little pot holder, a gold spatula, and a gold scoop. And I love the simplicity, and yet everything is functional. Pretty much everything is functional and usable as well. And then to the other side of the sink, I just have a tray with my dish brushes and dish soap. So over here above the new display cabinet, I'm just adding a few decorative pieces, mostly from Hobby Lobby, I believe, and Target, and just making, adding some simple decor pieces onto here, keeping it pretty neutral. And then the bottom shelf here are some canisters that I got from Amazon. They are part of the Creative Co-op line. I love them. I don't use them. They don't seal at the top, so I don't use them. They are strictly for decorative purposes. But then I decided to take this little gingham lamp that I had tried on the countertop and move it over here. And I think it just fits perfectly over here and looks really pretty as well. And then I just have this crock that is an old one from Target. And these are wooden flowers that came from Trader Joe's. And then inside the display cabinet, I decided just to take some other neutral mixing bowls and pitchers. Again, everything that can pretty much be used. And then just a display box and a small little canister, and just kept it really simple so that the display looked really pretty when the doors were closed. For the kitchen table, usually I put a floral arrangement here, but I decided to take this really pretty pedestal bowl that I got from West Elm and just add some fresh pears, just keeping it light and fresh, and again functional for the springtime. So this is the way that the kitchen turned out. I think it turned out beautiful. I think that the subtle little changes with the new bar stools and the shelves and the rugs and everything just really made the space feel a little bit more homey and cozy in my opinion, and I'm just really happy with it. Again, stay tuned for even more makeover, adding some molding to the island and probably going to be doing some appliances and some countertops at some point. But anyways, I'm just super happy with how it turned out. Everything is pretty much usable and functional, but I think just looks really pretty and aesthetic as well. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that it gave you just a little bit of makeover and decorating inspiration, just showing you that you don't have to do a lot to really transform a space. Simple rugs and bar stools and just little things like that can really make a space feel a little bit different. So anyways, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my video today. If you enjoy it, I hope that you'll give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment on what you liked the best. And if you are new, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and follow me over on Instagram at decoratewithdana. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day.